Good afternoon, family on the West Coast. It's Bern, and I'm going to show you how to make Grandmom's Marinara gravy. Okay, it's very easy, and I hope it comes out good for you. So, I know you were thinking about this a couple of weeks ago, and we're stuck in the heat. It's 109 here, but we're going to make gravy, okay? This is my glass of wine, which I'll probably throw in at the end, okay? What I suggest you do is you really invest in a good can of crushed tomatoes. San Marzano DOP label. It's worth it 100,000 times over. Your simple ingredients is an onion, garlic, salt, pepper, parsley, and at the end, basil. Put the basil in at the end so it's not bitter, okay? So I'm going to start. You put some olive oil in the pan, a decent amount. If you're going to cook, you can't skimp. If you want it to taste good, you got to put it in. All right, show how nice. And I'm going to sweat my onion and my garlic. You don't want to burn the garlic. It's a cardinal sin, okay? You have to start over. Some nice salt, pepper, and you let that go. Okay. Now we're back, and my garlic and onion sweated real nice. I pull it off the stove, okay, because you don't want a combustion. That's hot, this is cold. And you carefully put your crushed tomatoes in. Let it go. Add your tomatoes. I'm going to do 4 cans, and if you have it left over, you freeze it. But the secret is a good can of tomato. San Marzano or equal grade. Okay, I put it back on the burner. Now I want to show you. You stir it. Let it all incorporate. But what I like to do, what my mother did, I don't know why she did half the things she did. You put your fresh parsley. Add your fresh parsley because you don't want it to burn in the beginning. Okay? If it looks like it's enough, it's enough. Okay? And fresh parsley, nothing in a jar. It's another cardinal sin. Now what I do is I take the empty can, because this is very good. They conserved everything back then. Got every stretch. Clean your can out, add a little bit of water. It was a sin to throw away a can of gravy with some inside. I guess it was part of the depression. I don't know. I hope you're all good. I hope everyone is well. We're hanging in. We're in the middle of a heat wave. So I'm staying in and I'm cooking today. All right, go down. You have a nice start. You let that go. Oh, back to my wine. Put a little bit in. Could never hurt. And the rest, I'll have it later on with my meal. So now that I've added the water, you could add a little more salt and pepper to taste. This is what it should look like, okay? Bring it in. And it's 10 of 1 here. I'm going to cover it so it comes to a boil. Let it simmer and then lower it and let it stay for at least an hour to 2 hours. I don't do gravy for 8 hours. I don't put carrots in it. And it typically comes pretty good. So I hope you have good results. Okay, so now we're back after 2 hours, and I want to show you what we have. All right. You have a nice simmer. Your onion's in there. Guess what? If you don't like too much of an onion, you could pull the onion out after about the first hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my onion, and I'm going to add the last few ingredients. But here's the trick. You ready? You ready for the trick? Okay. Someone in the business, who happens to be my son, told me a good ingredient is a nice slab of butter at the end. It sounds so gross. My mother never did it, but it does make a difference. Show them what it looks like. It sweetens the gravy, okay? You let that all simmer down again. And of course I use Breckstones. It's been in the family for years. And you just let that come together again and add your fresh basil. And I don't have really good cutting skills because I just don't, and I'm just going to use my little scissor. Because that's what I do. And now you let this come together a little bit longer, however long you like. It's up to your taste. And I don't put the stems in. And I'd let this go for another good half hour or so. And the flavor's really, really amazing. But remember, it's that little hunk of butter at the end. It gives it a lot of richness and it takes the bitterness out. Let that go for a little longer and you're done. Bon appetit. Good luck.